Hey YouTube, it's Tempest again. I promised I'd do my Royal Paladin deck profile. So this deck I like a lot better than Kagero, because I think it's better at actually beating down people. So one thing I have to note is this is version 1, because I don't have every single card that I kind of want, and I haven't completely tested it with the lineup that I had in mind. So I'll go ahead and just show it to you. Your starter is Strangle. When I first built this deck, it was running 4 of every Galahad card because I thought Galahad was actually decent, and it's not. It's better as a fun deck. But with this guy and at least some of the Galahads in here, you can add consistency to the deck, which is what this deck needs, is consistency, and I'll get to why later. Triggers for Apona, critical trigger, for Alabaster Owl, critical, for Governon, draw trigger, and for Elaine, heal trigger. So 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. I'm running Governon over Margle, for a similar reason that a lot of decks run a draw trigger over another kind of trigger. It's because that even though it has 5k shield, you can use it for boosting. So if worst comes to worst and you need to play a trigger out, you know, this guy. Yeah. And it's also good because this deck, I'll go ahead and say it, this deck runs 9 grade 3s, and it's a Paladin Palameides build, so what you really want to have is as many grade 3s as possible, and your draw trigger helps you do that. I was running 12 crit, but I like the draw trigger better because it just makes your monsters all super powerful. Grade 1s. For Galahad. Yeah. Galahad is pretty good. If you get to ride him, that's great because it's +1 off for you off triangle. And if you don't, you still have 7k booster. So teamed up with Palameides, he hits for 20k. So yeah, there's that. 3 Marin, only 3 Marin because I don't have enough room for 4. And then 4 Toypoogle. Toypoogle's at 4 because it's amazing. It gets +3 if you have 2 or more grade 3s. So odds are with 9 grade 3s in here, it's gonna be yeah, 9k most of the time, which is why Marin's only at 3. So, and you basically just team them up plus rate later, you know. And then 4 perfect guards, yay. Grade 2s for Galahad. Yeah, that's right. I'm running the grade 2 Galahad too. This is just to add more consistency. Basically, with the grade 2s, you really don't want the grade 2s in play unless it's absolutely necessary. So you basically want to focus your power on the center row and then just spam grade 3 whenever you can. So this guy's good for that. If you don't get a chance to ride him, he's still a good 5k shield in your hand. And then this guy is one of my favorite new cards. 3 Swordsman of the Blaze, Palameides. I'm gonna take out one of these because I only have 8 grade 3s right now. I'm supposed to be running 9, but I only have 8. But one of these is supposed to become Explosive Palameides. I'm not taking him out. He is a great card because your main Vanguard in this deck is going to be not Palameides but Alfred. Alfred lets you swing for 20k all the time, and if for some reason you're missing Palameides or the other grade 3 I'm going to show you, you can counterblast 3 for Alfred and get this guy out, and he's 11k if you have 2 or more grade 3s. So him teamed up with Toypoogle also hits 20k, which is arguably better than trying to stall for Palameides and get Galahad to swing for 20. And the last card is 3 Akane. I was running Blaster Blade, but with her, normally if you need Toypoogle, you have to use Alfred's Counterblast of 3 to get it. But with her, it only costs 2 to get Toypoogle if you're missing it. Which chances are you want 3 Toypoogle in your back row, if not 2, and then 1 Marin. So yeah, she's good at 3. As far as changes I might make, I can run Lamorak, I can run Galatine, and I might end up, even if I take out one Palameides, I might end up running it at 4 because it's just such a good card. I might not take Akane out altogether. We'll just have to wait and see. Because with this deck, like I said, 9 grade 3s, because you want to have as many grade 3s out as possible. And with the Galahads in, it's really consistent. Okay, so grade 3s. 3 Alfred. I'm thinking of bumping up to 4 because you really want him as your Vanguard. Because if you ride any of the other grade 3s as your Vanguard, and then you have to go Alfred out, Alfred can't swing for 20k. So you manage yourself, and you really, really want to have it. So this deck is meant to make it so center row, left row, and right row all swing for the 20k or 21k. Which is why I'm going to run 4 Twin Sign Swordsman Marhas. If you missed him, he was in the extra booster that came out, and what he does is when he hits a Vanguard, he gains 2,000 powers. M teamed up with Toy Poogle, hits for 21. That's amazing. And then right now, I only have 1 Palameides. I need to get a second one, and then the deck will be perfect. Yeah, the more Palameides, the better. But really, Marhas is about equally as good at this deck because you know, teamed up with Toy Poogle, and the odds of getting Toy Poogle in this deck are really high, considering there's 4 of it, and you have Alfred and Akane. So that's the deck, and I already explained my changes. Yeah, I only have 3 Lu also, which is why I was kind of hesitant at running 12 crit, because Lu's still the most expensive trigger unit out there, I think. Yeah, you can run 12 crit, but the draw power, like I said before, lets you get into your grade 3s more. So that's my deck, and this is version 1.1, so I'm going to test it more, see if I can't get some more Palameides and other stuff, and then I'm going to post version 2 at some point and see how it tests out and see about some changes I might have made. So thanks, and thanks for watching.